It's my feel-good breakfast show.
A feel-good breakfast show indeed, and happy holidays, especially if you've just joined us this morning. Now, we're getting into the festive season and also the festive spirits. With us this morning is Emma, and we're building Christmas wreaths. Emma, good morning.
Hi, Ilana.
It looks festive and beautiful, and it smells so good with all these plants and things in here.
Yes.
Well, how do you build a wreath? I mean, really?
Well, wreaths are obviously synonymous with Christmas,
Yes.
and many of my clients come to me and want to know how do they make their own wreaths at home. So instead of using fresh flowers that are going to die after, one day out on the door, I've decided to create some wreaths that are going to last a little bit longer. But I've brought a few options just to show the viewers at home different options on how they can make wreaths.
Okay, so how do we get started?
So the first kind of wreath you can build is on our oasis structure. Oops. Here I've used some slangbosk, which is a South African fynbos, type of South African fynbos.
It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah, and it's dry, and it dries really well. And that's probably the easiest way you can do it.
And you just stick it in there and it becomes a circle.
And it becomes, I've stuck it all in one direction, so it kind of...
Okay, and I see you've
forms
used a
nice
velvet
movement.
bow on there. How do we do this one?
This is a wire wreath you can buy at, Super Floral or any other kind of flower
You could
wholesaler.
probably make it as well.
You could make it
And then
too.
how do you fill it with flowers?
You would use it kind of the same way you do with this, using dodder or any other kind of stick or twig on it, and then fill it up slowly with other types of plants.
Okay,
like we have
perfect.
here.
And this is probably, Matana's so good with this. She'll take anything that is hanging on a tree or outside in a garden and she'll make something of it. Where did you find this?
This, sadly, I bought. This is moss tucker.
It's beautiful.
You do get it out.
It's so rustic.
Yeah, and it's got this beautiful moss growing on it. Which is really
Do you know why I'm
cool.
giggling? Because it seems like something that you could have grown in your garden.
It totally is. I just don't have the space for it.
Do you use it just like this, or do you put stuff in it?
So this is just to show you how this one was built.
Oh, wow.
So it's the natural base.
So it does become something. I was being polite,
Yeah.
saying it's so beautiful.
You can keep it more natural. I have an example there where you just
This is
add a
stunning.
few
So
flowers.
it's like sewing, literally. You sew all your plants together.
Yeah,
and
just
add it in
using
there.
wire. So what I've done here is I've created the second kind of phase where I've only used plant materials that are going to dry out easily.
Is that pineapple? No.
An aloe.
Okay, sorry. It's an aloe.
aloe.
Okay. So you stick to using dry flowers instead
Well,
of...
this is so the viewers can do this week. If they want to start preparing their wreaths for next week, for Christmas, they can make the dry base now. Using any kind of twigs that they find in their garden or from neighbors' gardens.
Or you can just buy it like
Or
Emma
you could
did.
just buy it like I did, because I'm
Okay.
lazy.
But you could basically stick anything in here.
You can basically, but all of these are very hardy. The eucalyptus, the silver tree, or the silver brunia and slangbosk. It dries out very
There's
well.
so many different plants. I don't even think you'll remember. But hey, take any dry plants and put them in a circle, and you have a wreath. And that's how you celebrate Christmas. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thanks for
You were
having me again.
fantastic on the show this morning. Thank you for bringing Christmas
Thank you.
into our
Thanks
studio.
for having me.
No, only a pleasure. Well, over to our choir. They've been preparing and they've been rehearsing, and their voices are all warmed up. So we're going to take the Christmas spirit even further. The Philharmonia Choir is in our studio.